Hi guys, I'm here today to talk to you about 8 ways to build a growth mindset while you're at home. I have 8 fun activities for you to do together. Um, and they're easy, they're quick, and they don't require a lot of materials. So you ready to get started? Because I know I am. The first is called Smart Stacker. And Smart Stacker, if you have Smarties at home, these work really great. But what you're going to try to do is just challenge your kiddos to open up like a package of Smarties or even goldfish crackers or anything that's kind of a little bit lumpy, and try to see how high they can stack their creation. And then as you're doing it, you want to monitor their language, you want to monitor how their thought process is going, and that they work through by not giving up. I remember when my kids were little and I would give them the Smarties to stack. They would try to lick them to try to get them to stick. I thought that was a pretty good growth mindset, but you're going to try to want them to stack and be a smart stacker. Another one is called Flip That Flop. And what do I mean by this? We're just gonna flip our failing mistake, right? So instead of, oh, I wasn't able to tie my shoe today, we're gonna flip that and say, oh, well, let's think of something positive. Hey, you did get the rabbit ears right today. That's a good job. Let's work on crisscrossing them. So you're gonna flip the flops. Another one is If I Couldn't Fail. If I couldn't fail, you're just going to think about what you would do if you weren't able to fail. If you could do anything you wanted, and then you're going to talk about that and what the steps that it would take to get to that point where you're not going to fail. Quick and easy, and great topic of discussion. It's perfect dinner table conversation. Another one is a cup stacker. Now, this one you're going to need a little materials, but not too much. You need 6 paper cups or plastic, the little plastic solo cups. You need some string, and you need a rubber band, and you need a partner. And what you're going to try to do is tie your string around the rubber band, and maybe in 4 spots. And then you each have a string, so you have one in each hand, and your partner has a string. And you're going to stack those cups up into a pyramid, and you're going to try using only your hands on the string to move those cups and make them not stacked anymore. So let's see if you can make this happen. It's fun, it's easy, and there's going to be a lot of laughs going on. But that's called our cup stacker. Another one is to just play a game and let them lose. My son Cullen and I, we love playing games, and he was always thinking that he was letting me win, and I would always try to let him think that I was letting him win. But we would have these fierce competitions, and when he did win, he would get so excited. So it's great to watch your kids to win all the time games, but sometimes it's good to let them lose, because it's when we lose that we realize that, things sometimes are hard, but it can still be fun, and we don't have to give up. So play a game, have an intense competition, make it super fun, and let them want to play again. Another one, I love this, is called We Persisted. It's kind of like Rory's Story Cubes, but on a different scale without using the cubes. So here you're just teaching the concept of perseverance. So you're going to think of a time in your life where you had to work through a challenge, right? And maybe it was super hard, and maybe it was difficult, and maybe you thought there would never be an ending that would provide you with any type of satisfaction, but somehow you were able to get through it. So we persisted. So you can think of a real life situation, or you can make up your own story, right? Maybe it's about Godzilla, and how Godzilla overcame his fear of swimming. That's great. Or I'm going to also give you guys some little pictures. And so I have all these random pictures, and you're going to look at them, maybe choose 6 or 7, and try to put together a story. So I have a heart, a raccoon, a fish, some waves, maybe water, trees, and a bear. Those are the ones I picked. So maybe my story would go like this. Bear really loved fish, but he didn't know how to fish. And he wanted to really go and to the river and be able to catch fish just like all the other bears. And he talked to his friend, Raccoon. And Raccoon said, ha ha ha, you're never going to be able to do this. Of all the bears in the forest, what is wrong with you? You can't catch a fish? All bears can catch fish. But that didn't stop Bear. He went to the river and he looked and he thought of all the ways that he could catch this fish. And you know what? Finally, he just reached into the water. And you know what he got? He got his first fish because he persisted. Another one is called SMART goals. So if you are a school counselor, you talk about SMART goals all the time. And what is a SMART goal? Something that's specific and measurable and attainable and relevant and timely, right? It's time bound. So it's not just, I am going to ride my bike, okay? Or I'm going to learn how to ride my bike. You're being really specific with that goal. I'm going to learn how to ride my bike by the 1st of May. And to do that, I'm going to practice every day for 2 hours. And I'm going to get outside and I'm going to make sure, and maybe I'm going to start with my training wheels and then I'm going to take them off, but you are making a SMART goal. So something that's specific, something that you can measure it. So can I get it done by May 1st, right? That's measuring it. Is it attainable? Can I actually do this? Well, probably. It should be attainable. And is it relevant? Why do you want to ride that bike so bad? Because I want to be able to go on rides with my family. So think about a goal and then make it a SMART one, right? And create SMART goals for the whole family. The last one that I have for you today is called I Like Me. And this is just looking at your positive characteristics and focusing on challenging situations to make them a little bit more manageable. So when we are able to think about all those positive qualities that we have in ourselves, we are able to overcome mountains, right? So what makes you who you are and what makes you capable of doing great things? So I might have my kiddo list. Okay, tell me about yourself. Tell me all those good things that make it so that you can do these things. Well, I'm a hard worker and I don't give up easily. And I know you're going to help me. And I really like, I don't know, bike riding, or I really like to swim, right? So figure out what it is. And as you're doing it, make it a little bit fun for them too, right? Talk about these things that they want to do. And then have them make a poster or a comic strip or turn it into a little storybook, right? It can go along with that. We persisted. But in all that you do, just talk about all the ways that you can keep having a growth mindset and that no matter what, you can get through this. So we persist on, my friends. And it was great talking to you about 8 ways to build a growth mindset. And I hope you try some of these ideas at home. Bye for now.